All right, I'm going to go ahead and call to order the regular meeting of the Oakdale City Council, April 8th, 2025. Chris, will you take the roll, please?
I would be glad to, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Morcom.
Here.
Councilmember Moore.
Here.
Councilmember Severson.
Here.
Councilmember Willenbring.
Here.
Mayor Zabel.
Here, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. First up, approval of the agenda tonight. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
Move we approve the agenda as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the agenda is adopted. Next up, approval of the minutes, 2 sets in front of us tonight. Let's take the workshop minutes from March 25th. Council members, any changes or corrections? I'll look for motion.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those meeting minutes are approved. Next up, regular meeting minutes, March 25th, 2025. Council members, any changes or corrections? No. I'll look for motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those minutes are adopted as well. Moving right along, public hearings, none tonight. So we will move into open forum. No proclamations tonight either. So we'll just move right into open forum. This is an opportunity for anybody in the audience that would like to step up to the podium, share whatever's on your mind. Please feel free. All that we ask is please begin with your name and address of the record and try to keep your comments to 3 minutes. Seeing none, we'll keep rolling into consensus motions. Short list tonight, only 3. Council members, are there any we would like to pull for individual consideration? All right, can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve consensus motions A through C as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And A through C are approved. Next up, opportunity to check in with our advisory boards and commissions. First one that met was the Economic Development Commission. Councilmember Severson, you are their liaison.
Yes, and the Oakdale Economic Development Commission met on April 2nd. Along with council, they discussed the work plan. They also, during their regular meeting, had a review of the 2024 Business Retention Expansion Addition Program and elected their officers for 2025. That was the extent of their meeting.
Perfect. EMC did not. Planning Commission. Councilmember Willenbring.
They met on April 3rd. They approved a secondary garage on private property, and then also the variance, preliminary plat, final plat, and site plan for Astoria Oak Marsh, which is a senior cooperative building.
Perfect. Thank you, Susie. No other commissions met since our last council meeting. So we will look down to award of bids. Nothing tonight. Staff reports. First up, engineering. Mr. Bachmeyer, welcome back.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. The request I have before you this evening is to designate a couple of local roadways as state aid routes. They include 45th Street from 120 to Granada, and also Granada Avenue from 45th up to 50th Street. It's about 1 mile of designation. We have about 1.2 miles available to designate due to all the development that's occurred in the community over the last several years, primarily in Willowbrook. But it's important to designate our mileage as soon as we can so that we can maximize our allocation, which is a state aid gas tax, to the community. These 2 roadways that are being recommended tonight were previously designated as state aid routes, but they were removed so that we could designate Hadley Avenue from 120 to Highway 36 for the Hadley 36 interchange project in 2017. So we're just requesting that these routes be redesignated now that we have available mileage. With that, I'd stand for any questions the council may have.
Council members, any questions for Brian? All right. Thank you, Brian.
All right, thank you.
Council members, can I get a motion?
I will move to waive reading and adopt Resolution 2025-32, amending City of Oakdale's municipal state aid route designations.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion a second. Any conversation? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And Resolution 2025-32 is adopted. Next up, Public Works, one item tonight. Staff report, high level.
High level.
We're putting this on there because I have a question about whether one of the properties should remain, since it's been like a year since that complaint was filed, if that should be treated different. So,
Okay, thank you.
Corey, maybe just a high level of what the resolution is, and then we can take it from there.
Sure, thank you, Mayor. So what this is about is related to some inquiries that we received on some properties within the City of Oakdale related to what the code defines as nuisance trees, specifically because they are infected with the emerald ash borer. So as the city code states, our city forester went out and inspected those trees. From his perspective, these trees are infected, and so we are asking for the city's approval and agreement that those are infected based off of information that you've been provided through there. If you do agree with that, then we would initiate a notice to the property owner that they need to be abated within 20 days.
Thank you, Corey. For the public, at our workshop before this tonight, council had a robust conversation on proposed changes to Chapter 22. One thing we talked about was this section specifically and changes to the timeline. The reason we had talked about tabling this, one reason I held back on that is with the extended time periods that we decided on at workshop, one of these properties has well exceeded that anyways. The date provided to us was May 2024 when the complaint was first filed. So even with the extended 45 days and 45-day grace period, that property has well extended that. So I would support moving forward with that one and tabling the other two if council is in support. Thoughts, open comments?
I think they're valid. You have a valid concern about the one that's been on there for a year. I don't know, Jim, what do we do at this point when you say you want to table that?
We would just amend the list of properties that we are declaring a nuisance to only be that one.
Okay.
We wouldn't be tabling anything per se because we're still taking action.
Right on.
Mr. Mayor, which property is that? What's the address?
31,
95 Granada?
correct.
Okay.
The one with the complaint date in May 2024. Council members, any other thoughts?
Would we be resetting the clock on the other two? 45 days from today?
Separate question, but one we did not provide staff clarity on. So a good question. I would assume yes.
I agree.
I would assume so also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comfortable with that?
So are we okay keeping the one on the list? Am I seeing general? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just tackle this one since I have the address in front of me. I'm gonna make a motion confirming that a nuisance exists per City of Oakdale Code of Ordinance, Chapter 2, Article 6, at 3195 Granada Way North, and determine the appropriate next steps given the potential revisions to City of Oakdale Code of Ordinance, Chapter 22. Chris, clear enough?
Good one.
Perfect. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second?
Motion and a second. Any final comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that recommendation is confirmed. So just confirming, we are deferring action on the other two complaints until it complies with or aligns with council's guidance on code revisions. Okay. City Attorney, Mr. Thompson, what do you got for us tonight?
Mr. Mayor, members of council, nothing specific. Happy to answer questions.
Always good when the lawyer has nothing for us. So any questions for Jim? All right, let's check the other way. City Administrator Volkers.
No, I don't think I have anything new to discuss tonight.
Perfect. Council members, any questions for Chris? All right, council presentations. Anybody want to go first?
I have one.
Perfect. Councilmember Moore.
All right. So in the consensus motions tonight, we approved the work plans for our commissions. And I just want to recognize the thoughtful conversation that our tree board offered in their last meeting. I maintain that our commission work has to be meaningful, and that my hope is that when we tackle issues and questions that are in their lane, that we continue to engage them for insight and feedback, because I was really impressed with the process during that meeting.
Wonderful, thank you. Any other council presentations?
Nothing from me.
Nothing from me.
I have a few updates from staff. Residents and businesses should have received their annual property tax valuation notice from Washington County in the mail. If you have questions about your property valuation, the county is hosting 4 open book meetings in April, including one at Oakdale City Hall tomorrow, Wednesday, April 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. This is a great opportunity to come in, chat with staff from the Washington County Assessor's Office. You do not need to make an appointment. I'm looking at our
They do
staff.
not.
Correct? Awesome. Just walk on in, pull up a chair, and county assessor staff will be happy to answer any questions you have. So please feel free to take advantage of that opportunity. Hy-Vee in Oakdale will be hosting Coffee with a Cop event this Thursday, April 10th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Stop by for a cup of coffee and the opportunity to chat with Oakdale police officers and staff. A program that they've been doing more and more of lately, which is pretty cool. Nice opportunity to get out and chat with our residents and see what's on everybody's mind. So if you are at Hy-Vee on Thursday, please feel free to grab a cup of coffee with our officers. Park Cleanup Week runs April 21st through April 27th, and we need some volunteers to help clean up debris that has accumulated over the winter months in our city parks. It's a great short-term project for businesses, scout troops, civic groups, as well as any residents willing to help. The city will provide garbage bags, and everybody who participates will receive a thank you gift. Also exciting this year, you can sign up online, claim your park. So check out oakdalefund.com, our recreation page, or you can go to oakdalemn.gov and just search for park cleanup, and you can claim your park. And also thank you to everybody who helps us out with that. It does make a very big difference in our parks. Please mark your calendar for the city's first ever Eco Fair on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Castle Elementary School, located at 6675 50th Street. Vendors and exhibitors will provide education about a variety of environmental topics and initiatives. There will also be family-friendly activities throughout the day and a food truck. The event is completely free, open to the public, a lot of great information, everything from planting in your yard to energy efficiency improvements you can make in your home, EV vehicles, e-bikes, anything you could want to know. Come check it out. A little bit of something for everything, or for everyone, and a lot of stuff for kids, which is pretty cool. Finally, the city's annual Pete Grasky Arbor Day tree giveaway will be held on Saturday, April 26th. Registration opened on Monday, April 1st, and within 4.5 hours, all 200 trees had been reserved. This is the fastest that they have ever been claimed, which seems very appropriate since this event started 50 years ago, which is pretty cool. So there was an article about it in the Pioneer Press. If you haven't seen that, please check it out. This is one of our favorite events every year. New location this year, we are moving to the North Fire Station for a drive-through event again this year. So you can go right across the street to Castle Elementary for the Eco Fair afterwards. So please join us for those great activities. Bills. We got bills to pay. Claims roster in front of us, March 26th through April 8th, in the amount of $1.385 million and change. Council members, were there any claims we wanted to flag for additional information? All right, I'll look for motion.
I move to approve the claims for the period March 26, 2025 to April 8, 2025 in the amount of $1,385,893.80.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the bills are paid. Always a good day when the bills are paid. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you and good night.